Would WWE actually use Alexa Bliss in this way? I'll explain exactly what's being theorized, why I don't think it will happen, and why it would be a huge mistake in this video. First, the obvious, Alexa Bliss is returning to the WWE. We already know that she will be back on TV in 2025, and if I had to choose one specific event, it would probably be the Royal Rumble. The most logical stage is that one. Although there have been many rumors that she will make a reappearance in 2024, we have also heard that she won't. Now that 2024 is coming to an end and WWE's programming usually takes a break for the holidays, it's time to start planning for the future. WWE recently concluded the Survivor Series, which had its own carefully thought-out strategy, and the main event on Saturday night. The organization is now preparing for two significant events, the Royal Rumble on February 1st and the Los Angeles premiere of Raw on Netflix on January 6th. Will Alexa Bliss make a significant comeback in Raw's Netflix premiere? It is feasible. With well-known celebrities and important matches, the program is looking to be a star-studded affair. Here are several reasons why the Royal Rumble might still be a superior choice. The sheer amount of talent WWE is packing that show with may potentially eclipse Alexa Bliss if Raw makes a comeback. A minute dedicated solely to Alexa Bliss is appropriate for someone with her level of talent and popularity. She would get that attention if she returned to the Royal Rumble, as we've seen last year with Liv Morgan's comeback and Jade Cargill's promotional in-ring debut in the Women's Royal Rumble match. This is the ideal chance to create a moment that will generate a lot of attention. After a 2-year hiatus, Alexa Bliss wants a meaningful and memorable comeback. The crucial query, however, is, what will you do with Alexa Bliss after she returns? There are a ton of options for bringing her character back. Will she be a heel or a babyface when she returns? Will she adopt the tried and true Alexa Bliss persona that helped her win numerous titles and achieve great success in NXT and on the main roster? Or will WWE bring back her character's supernatural aspects and place her in a storyline similar to The Fiend? Now let's discuss that mystical path. Alexa Bliss sided with Bray Wyatt's Fiend character during the pandemic, and the two of them were a hit, creating talk and selling a ton of merchandise. Who can forget the Lily doll craze? Lily remained a component of Alexa's gimmick when Bray Wyatt departed WWE, fusing her supernatural heritage with her more recent identity. She later started to realign with Bo Dallas's Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt in late 2022. Uncle Howdy eliminated her during her final WWE debut at the 2023 Royal Rumble, ostensibly laying the groundwork for future plots. Because of this past, there have been rumors that Alexa Bliss may return to WWE as a member of the Wyatt Six faction, which is now headed by Bo Dallas. Let me clarify, though, why I don't believe that will occur and why it shouldn't. Let's start by talking about the Wyatt Six. The faction is no longer a major feature of WWE programming. Despite its occasional appearances, the group has steadily lost popularity since its inception and now seems like an afterthought. This deterioration is demonstrated by their ongoing conflict with The Miz. Uncle Howdy, played by Bo Dallas, just lacks the gravity that Bray Wyatt provided. Everything that Bray Wyatt touched seemed exceptional because of his aura, and the Wyatt Six loses that same spark without him. Secondly, if WWE had intended to include Alexa Bliss in the Wyatt Six, they probably would have done it by now. There have been several chances to reintroduce Alexa Bliss as a member of the faction during the more than 6 months that the group has been on television. Given her past relationships with Bo Dallas, Nikki Cross, and Eric Rowan, she may have appeared in a non-wrestling capacity or as a group associate even if she wasn't prepared to wrestle. Furthermore, the dynamic of the Wyatt may Sixth be upset by the addition of a female member. Given the group already has one, WWE can draw on Alexa Bliss's extensive past with these characters, but that doesn't mean she has to join the faction. Alternatively, the WWE might investigate her conflict with the Wyatt Six or revive her rivalry with Nikki Cross. She has a lot of storytelling potential without being an official group member. Let's now discuss what Alexa Bliss has traditionally found to be effective. She has had her greatest success in the WWE as Alexa Bliss, a heel. She has always been a villain in the ring, even though she is very likable in real life. Some of the kindest individuals portray the finest heels in wrestling, so this isn't unusual. A key component of Alexa Bliss's WWE career has been her ability to create heat while delivering memorable matches and promos. At this point, going back to a supernatural or fiend-like character could seem unnecessary. Although it was effective during the pandemic, WWE has already done it twice, and it is not the best course of action for Alexa Bliss in 2025. since she has demonstrated herself to be a successful heel. She ought to go back to that position so she may become a strong competitor in the women's division once more. When Alexa Bliss returns, where should she land? I would support SmackDown. January marks SmackDown's 3-hour expansion, making it the perfect moment to add new talent to the roster. Even though Alexa Bliss has been a mainstay of Monday Night Raw, she would have new opponents and a fresh start if she joined the Blue brand. She has had a lot of success on SmackDown in the past, so it makes sense to position her to succeed there once more. It's also important to note that during her break, Alexa Bliss hasn't been associated with any particular company. Because the draft is said to take place after WrestleMania, there is flexibility in where she could end up. Additionally, WWE's current transfer window permits Raw talent to appear on SmackDown and vice versa. I would schedule her return as follows. Alexa Bliss makes a comeback to SmackDown as a heel, reclaiming her position as a potential champion. The foundation should be set for her to regain her position at the top of the women's division. But she doesn't have to be thrown into a championship feud right away. WWE might look into her past with the Wyatt Six and Nikki Cross, possibly setting them up as her first significant rivalry. This strategy enables Alexa Bliss to develop as a character while maintaining ties to her past. There is no better time than now, if handled properly. Alexa Bliss's return to WWE television after a 2-year hiatus will seem significant. She can demonstrate her charisma, in-ring prowess, and capacity to enthrall spectators during a SmackDown heel run, which is what initially made her a star. WWE has a fantastic chance to make Alexa Bliss's return one of 2025's most talked about events. The secret is to avoid the temptation to use the supernatural gimmick to repeat what has previously worked for her. WWE can guarantee that Alexa Bliss has a triumphant comeback by establishing her as a real title contender and putting her in a heel position on SmackDown. After losing to Mariah May in a no disqualification match last month, Anna Jay was not only disqualified from competing for the AEW Women's Championship, but she also lost her chance to win the TBS Championship to Mercedes Moné in the first match of AEW Dynamite. After successfully defending her NJPW Strong Women's Championship against Hazuki on Sunday at NJPW's Strong Style Evolved, Moné emerged victorious on Wednesday. Jay took Moné hard early in the fight, but Moné managed to strike the Three Amigos. Jay moved out of her path as she tried to do a frog splash in response. Jay kicked out when Moné hit a Meteora off the middle rope. Jay tried to gain momentum by countering into a backbreaker, but the champion dominated with a picture-in-picture break. Moné caught the bottom rope just in time to stop Jay from hitting a glory bomb and going for the pin. Jay turned the statement maker into a pinfall after Moné locked it in on her opponent, but Moné fought back. Back and forth counterattacks were used until both women were able to stand again. Moné double knell struck after hitting a sunset bomb in the corner. To keep her title, Moné struck the Moné Maker in the middle of the ring.